I cheated on my exams and I honestly really regret it. Before we jump in this story, guys, if you are new to the channel, smash that subscribe button now with that notification bell on. Hit that like button. Let's go for like 200 likes on this video so everyone smash it. And if you haven't already, guys, go and follow me on Instagram. It's at Duckiesmh. I want to hear from you guys. And after watching the whole video, leave me a comment what I should have done and if I was really in the wrong. Let's get on with the story. I'm going to be dead honest right now, okay? This is by far the smartest plan execution I have ever done in my life. I may have cheated on my exams, but honestly, just the preparation for the cheat was crazy. I'm going to tell you all about it, but trust me, it's insane. And the ending of this story, it kind of sucks, but you'll see. Okay, so the preparation for cheating on my exam. So there's one thing that's really hard to do in England, and that's cheat on any exams. So I should probably tell you which exams I actually cheated on. Okay, so the actual exams I cheated on. I cheated on my GCSE exams. Really, really bad idea, and I honestly am not recommending you do this in any way. And I can't stress enough, do not cheat on your exams. Don't even attempt it. You'll find out why, but it never works. So anyway, the preparation for the exams, okay? So for you guys that don't know and maybe don't get, there are some kids in your school and every school that have extra time. And these are students that kind of struggle with, you know, finishing tests. They struggle with reading, writing, whatever. And I really struggle with reading. I've said this many a times, I don't have the greatest of eyesight and it gives me, you know, a lot of extra time. Which means basically that, you know how you normally do exams where it's in a massive hall and there's like 40, 60 kids, whatever, in one room? Well, I was part of the special gang, which literally had like 5 or 10 people in it. I mean, there is no one in this room. I also had my very own LSA, which is a learning support assistant. So basically, she does what I tell her to do. So if I ask her to read a sentence, she'll read the sentence. If I ask her to write something, she will write it. I have like full priority in exams. I am that special. Okay, so actually cheating on the exam. You're probably thinking,
Jackson, how did you cheat on your exams? Tell me now.
Well, here it goes. So I knew exactly what room and what seat I was going to be seating in for my exam. The reason I knew this is because there's only like one room where the special kids go and do their exams. And I knew exactly what seat I was in because, like I said, I had an LSA and she was the nicest person in the world and told me what seat I was in. I was right next to the window. And there is one really awesome thing about this room. And that is, next to the window, there are tons of books. And they don't remove them for exams because they're not in like eye range. So this is the desk and this is the windowsill. There's a big difference and it's really hard to sort of look over. So they don't remove the books, they just leave them and sort of think, hold on, we're clearly going to tell if someone's cheating because they're going to have to stand up and stare into the book. Like, yeah. But I found a way to work around that. The week before. Now you're probably thinking,
wait, a week before the exam?
Yes. I started preparing to cheat on my GCSE exam a week before I even did the exam. That's how smart I was. So basically, my GCSE exam was one of the first ones to be done in this room. Which means that people, when I started doing the preparation, weren't in this room yet, so they weren't checking it. No one was sort of protecting it or locking it down or whatever. So I could literally just walk in the room, and I did. I just walked into the room. So what I did, the very smart plays of me, and genuinely this is 5,000 IQ. I went into this room a week before. I took a book. Not just any book. It was a custom book that basically the outside of the, well, it was a 2-page book. There was literally nothing to it. There was 2 pages inside and then there was a cover. So there was a front cover, back cover, because they're the two that you can obviously see on the bookshelf. So the front cover and the book cover, the front cover and the back cover had notes on. So these notes were just simple, you know, simple notes that really wouldn't give anything away. I wouldn't have to look at for a long time. It'd literally just be like a quick, and no one would know. So I replaced the book. This is, like I said, a week before. No one's gonna know. No one even notices I went in the room. No one knows I take the book. They don't check the book. So I was just, it was their fault. So I'm already in the clear. I know I've done good. My good, school bad. Bad, school hated me. So I'm all set. I'm all prepared. I'm ready for it. Now you're probably thinking,
but wait, Jackson, you said the window ledge is up here and the desk is down here. So how did you even use it?
Now, here's another thing you need to know. I am entitled to pee breaks. Yes, I am entitled to have and go for a toilet whenever I want, whenever I feel like it, because that is how much extra time I get. So this exam was normally 3 hours. With my extra time, it was 4.5 hours. So I technically had to sit there from 9 until 1:30 p.m. I would have to sit there through break, through lunch, and was expected not to go to the toilet. It was unfair. That's literally like being a prisoner. So they allowed me pretty much like all the breaks I wanted. I could even take a break to drink water water. I can take a break to go to the toilet. I can break because, I don't know, my eyes hurt because I'm bored of reading. So during these pee breaks, again, I am so smart. I'm realizing this whilst making this video. I am a genius. But you'll find out I'm actually not at the end of the video. So anyway, like I said, I get into the exam. We're jumping a week forward. I'm in the exam. I know the book's there. I check before I sit down. If the book is there, it is. No one's changed it. Like I said, I was the first exam in there. No one's checked the books. We're all good. I'm set. I'm done. I'm ready. I come up to some issues. Halfway through the exam, I literally remember exactly halfway through. I couldn't think of an answer, and I knew for a fact that the note was on the book. So what did I do? Miss, I need to go for a toilet, please. So she lets me go. So what I do is I go to the toilet. Don't do anything suspicious. I go to the toilet. My teacher has to come with me, which is really awkward. She doesn't obviously watch me pee, but she watches me go into a cubicle, go for a toilet, and then come out of the cubicle. I mean, I could have cheated and put, like, notes on my boxes or something stupid, which probably would have been a lot easier thinking about it, but I went for the more, you know, clever 007 mastermind idea, which was a bad idea in the end. But so I go for a toilet and then I walk back to my desk. So like I said, I was sat right next to the window, so I walked in. In fact, you know, I'll do a little representation for you. It went exactly like this. So I walked up to my desk, I'd stand on my desk, and then the bookshelf was literally like over here. I literally just looked over to the bookshelf quickly, got what I needed to see, and then sat down. No one noticed anything. I got exactly the note I needed. I sat down. It didn't look awkward. I did it quickly as hell. It was perfect. I was completely in the clear. So I go through, I do this like 6 times during the exam. Genuinely, I mean, I needed to pee sometimes, but I got really stuck on this exam. It was a hard one, and that's why I needed to cheat. So now this is where things get kind of intense, kind of insane, and kind of sucky for me. So it worked. I think I'm completely in the clear, genuinely. Like 2 weeks go past, the exam went absolutely fine. I have one more exam. We're talking like the very end of GCSE. Like I said, I have one exam left. I'm like, okay, that exam I cheated on, I'm good. But then I get called in to the head teacher's office, which is never good, because if you ever get called into the head teacher's office in GCSEs, then you know that you're in the wrong. So I walk into the head teacher's office, and there is actually every single kid that was in that room doing the exam with me. They didn't know who it was. So they literally, we all sat there. We all sit there in the head principal's office, and he asked, who cheated? And the person that actually found the book, yeah, I didn't plan for this, and I really should have took the book, but basically after GCSE started in that room, they didn't finish till the end one. And I was the last exam, so I planned to just pick it up and go out of it, you know, oh, I'm smart. Nope, apparently, and I don't know if this is true or not still, but apparently, rooms get cleaned at school. And they checked the bookshelves and like dusted the books and saw my book with the notes on. So anyway, we're in the principal's office. He asks who did it. We all sit there in silence. I don't want to admit, because I knew that my exam would just get completely shoved in the bin. Genuinely, it would be awful. So there's another thing you need to know, which is kind of embarrassing on my behalf, kind of not, but it's kind of weird. You might look at me as a bit of a nerd right now. I was like the teacher's pet in school, especially the head teacher. For you guys that don't know, I used to be like a national swimmer. I bought medals, I looked good, everyone just sort of loved me at school. Teachers loved me because I would get funding for sports and stuff coming into the school. I was God, to be honest. In this school, I was God. So no one expected me to do this. And whilst we're all sat there in the principal's office, I admit, I stand up and say, yep, it was me, I did it, I'm sorry. Please don't destroy my exam. But the thing is, and this is where things get regretty, I shouldn't have done it. So anyway, I stand up, I admit that it was me, and the head teacher tells me that he knows I didn't do it. Let me repeat that. Didn't do it. They thought it wasn't me, and apparently, which I don't understand, one of the kids that was in the room admitted to doing it. This is where the regret comes in. This kid had his GCSE exam thrown. It was binned, he failed. I later found out that I don't understand this. So in school, I did all of my work on computer, literally typed every single piece of my work, but on this book, I wrote it because I had to write the notes, obviously. And apparently my handwriting was exactly the same as this kid's. And this is where I honestly feel bad. This kid got destroyed because my handwriting was the same as his. But no one knew what my handwriting was because, like I said, I typed everything. So no one knew. Wow, I still feel bad. I should really find out who it was and message it. Again, I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was that admitted, apparently. I just know that my exams were fine. I actually got an A on the exam that I cheated on, so yippee! My nan paid me 50 quid for that, and my mum paid me 100, so cheating gone good. No, but I'm joking. I feel really bad. But anyway, that is the whole of the story, so I hope everyone did enjoy. I still feel bad for the kid, I really do. And I highly regret doing it. I shouldn't have done it. It was really bad of me. And sorry, if you ever find this video and you know who I am, whoever cheated, I'm sorry. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another banger. Peace.